I'm Kitty Nicholason. I was married to Bill Vielehr for 15 years. The name of the piece is Tubular Text. He built it in 2008. It's made out of cast and fabricated manganese bronze and stainless steel. Bill was the nicest guy. He was not a pushover, but he was the nicest guy. You could talk to him and you could tell he was actually listening to you. He hated injustice. He wanted to help the homeless. He wanted peace on earth. In fact, before John Lennon ever wrote Imagine, Bill used to talk to his mom about, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? Why do we have to have this? And she would say to him, oh, Bill, you're just a dreamer. He loved being an artist. But he also loved camping and river running and having parties and running free. He and his brother Chuck grew up in Boulder and they ran free, and Bill didn't want to go anywhere else. He was highly encouraged to move to LA or Chicago or New York. He said, I want to be recognized as a true fine artist, but I want to stay in Colorado. And he found a way to do it. The year I met him for real, I knew him for several years because I was on the Art on the Corner committee, so I knew him for a long time before I actually met him. Had a hard time spelling his name. Anyway, in 1999, he got a really good commission, $50,000 from the city of Flagstaff, Arizona, bronze, completely bronze. It's there to this day. It's timeless. It's wonderful. In fact, it's called Timeless Apparitions. It has negative human cutouts. That was when he realized he was on his way. Of course, the economy didn't help, so those commissions weren't just all the time happening, but that was the first really big one. Before the crash in 2008, he was selling out of galleries pretty consistently. Oh, and he was especially proud of his 1,700 rejection letters.
Oh my gosh.
Because for being an artist, he was also kind of like a shrewd businessman. He marketed himself. He used to call himself the door-to-door art salesman. He applied to everything. He entered every show he ever heard about. He built a substantial resume by going out there. And I remember another artist said to him once, wow, if you get rejected all the time, you must not have much of an ego. And he said, oh no, I have the biggest ego in the world. I want everybody to see my work. If they don't get it, that's their problem. Touch it, look at it, contemplate it, realize that you might see something different every time you look at it. That's why he liked abstract art, because it's not a thing that looks exactly the same every time you see it. He was all about discovery. Maybe you walk past a piece in different light, and because he worked in aluminum, the color is all from passing entities, clouds, people, cars. And he liked the idea of markings. A mark doesn't have to be legible. That's why he would mark and make letters, but then he'd obliterate them. It just means, I was here. I'm a human. I have something to say. This was man-made. I was here. I'm trying to communicate something to you. So his markings are paramount. He calls them his 3D drawings. He was concerned about his legacy, and he did it. He hit the, what did he call it? He made it in the big game. Recognized sculptors, and sculptors are like the least famous of all the artists, but there is a pinnacle of top name sculptors in the country, and they know who he is, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to do it the way he wanted to do it, live the life he wanted to live, and be recognized that it was really true, timeless, fine art.